Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back. The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Cook.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Kupka.
I trust you, Rapt. Run like the wind.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia. That'll do, girl. it's dead now. Whatever it was.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Kupka and his men had their fun with more than a few...
How may I help you today, Clive? Best of luck out there, Sid.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the West, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my guilt.
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards nailed on.
Blackthorn,
What does it look like?
I have a commission. She requires Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell.
My thanks.
Was wondering where Med's back from camp.
Just now. She's planning to set up a... Here's the list. Think you can find everything on them?
This lot,
Excellent.
it's paid. 100. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to...
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to...
Thank you. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Oh, Maeve knows how to brew.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they bought her.
Do with a good oiling, this could.
Should be enough to... How do, Master?
Bardolph. So naturally I...
Well, I'd love to help, but I'm afraid I got my hands. I'd gladly... It don't have to be me, though, does it? You know, the one...
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can...
Please.
Clive.
I
don't mind if he does.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. Far as I know, he's...
I'll look for him there, then. Let's go.
If it ain't the lad...
You do, Bernard.
Oh. Building the work. And...
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida. But I came up here hoping to visit. But you're a dabber?
It's the least I can do.
Thank...
This shouldn't take long. That should do it.
Thank you, son.
How long is it since...
Oh, people started packing their things. That must be nigh on a decade. Oh, it may as well have been a sec.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. As soon as I'm done saying it, I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she...
All right, Clive?
I am.
That's brilliant.
Is there...
Nope. So as soon as Bernard gets it...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
Clive.
Talia.
Recovering, but...
Of course.
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for...
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He must have found something. You have the look of...
Talia has told... I don't think... I'm afraid of what... Is it real?
You don't need me to answer that. I hope as much as you that one day bearers and we must lift. The operation may be dangerous.
I know, but griping...
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first something I can't do.
Just tell me what you...
You'll go... No one knows herb lore, like, unfortunately for you.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
Which team?
Coles. They were moving in for their curse breaker managed. They should be back by... I can't help but worry.
They know the work is dangerous.
But what if I've got them all... Before they go out, I always remind them why. But I never really thought how my work...
I'll go and find them.
Thank you, Sid. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere...
That should be enough to go on. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Slavers don't even bother with North reaching out all the highball have fled south.
Come on.
Yeah! Get me back on my feet. I'll tear those bastards' heads off.
Stay still, you damned fool. Unless you...
Cole.
Just about.
Sorry sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach.
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest, look, I want to help them, Sid.
You made the right decision.
The goblins...
You have duties to attend to here.
All right. And please, hurry.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. They're trying to get into the carriage.
It's over.
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others?
Why should we run?
Perhaps. Freedom, safety, the life.
Sid.
This man risked his life to save you.
Fine.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that...
You can leave the rest to us, Sid.
Thank you.
Sid, Welcome back. If I just... Or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the other...
No. I was... What kind of leader? I should have urged greater...
We swore the same oath.
It's good to see you safe and well.
With all due respect, no one with doubts ever joins our...
We all know how much brave...
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Thank you. For your... I sometimes wonder if I might, but... I'm a curse breaker.
You will.
I hope you didn't have too much.
Only the...
Oh, yes.
You'll do fine.
Thank you. I'm sorry. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. One ill-conceived incision, and even success means tremendous. I became a physical...
Curse breakers lead hard lives. They toil in the shadows, risking... And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Talia took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Talia managed to... She begged that your operation be delayed until a procedure was even more dangerous back then. And those who are no longer with us. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something... He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy.
It's natural. Thank you for...
I wasn't expecting you back. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard? Mid's back.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Is it business or play? Finished, are you?
Clive? What do you want? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Okay, brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall!
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
I wish...
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circle. If only we knew for certain by what...
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What?
Would that be a...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't...
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan. Nor there's the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, What worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The Litlins have been up to their old
It's just one
tricks.
thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wayne. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the Southern Cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey cainboard on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Who's this blue blood?
Sid's going to find Cooker and finish the job.
That's right.
What do you need? What's that for you, dear? No scratches, right? Anything else?
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next? Bigger.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Otto. Coop.
You're not going in there.
Don't worry. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang. Or you have any trouble on the way? You are.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died.
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle?
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
A trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town to deal with any Imperial weapons.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Come on. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!